Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Today's record day. Actually, today was work day. My back is kind of tweaky. I need to go take a over-the-counter medication. I realized that when I watched my videos back when I'm editing them, that even though I feel sweaty and crappy, it doesn't translate visually, so I should stop complaining about it. I'm just like, ew. Do you realize how grimy I am out there? Can't you just smell the manic? Smell the manic. No stories. So I'm going to go right to the records. Now, there's some good records today. Not that there's not always fantastic records, but these are interesting things. Okay, let's just go right into it. The Soulful Strings, with an abstract cover painted black, is apparently one of the covers they do. Now, I believe I've got several Soulful Strings albums, and they're pretty good. I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I am frequently. Also, they do 8 Miles High. Good. It's dark for strings. It's a dark cover for a strings album. What is this? It's arpa, ye, trumpets, harps and brass. It's harps and brass. Oh, it's bilingual. Harps and brass. Oh. It's a 101 strings I don't have. Oh my God, not another one. Well, you know how many they made. It's Jet Set. It's a fine cover. And I don't know what's gonna, because I never wanted to buy. I paid money for this album. But this was in such excellent shape. Usually it's all ripped up and messed up, and all these records came off of eBay, by the way, in 2-lot sets for a very reasonable price. I've got this one, so a few I have, but that's why I'm going to hold them up again anyway. There is part of the lots. Fabulous Strings, as I remember. This is a good album. This is King Richard Fugal Nights. Something super. That's his real hair and beard. I know it doesn't look like it. That's what I thought. But in fact it is. And King Richard is his real name, and I found out what it is, but I can't remember. So I'm not going to mention it here. But it's a good album. I've got 2 or 3 of his albums. They're all pretty good stuff. They're quirky. They're covers of songs, but they're just some quirky stuff going on that makes them interesting. This looks like it could be fun. It's enjoy, listen or dance to the beat. The Jewish flavor. I'm not feeling the whole frame here because my back is kind of tweaky, so I'm all sunk down like the older man that I am. Except sometimes I work with guys that are 10 years older than me or more, and they're like, nah, 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 and they're all running around and like, they aren't running out of energy, all that. I'm like, ugh. Here's an album I don't have that's got a fun cover. Music to Watch Girl Buys featuring the Brass Breed, okay? That could be fun. It's on Budget Winecoat. The Budget Label Winecoat. There's another album I don't have which looks interesting. On Dot, it's Paul Simon interpreted by the Sound Symposium. Billy May with the cheesecake cover right here, still in shrink. I know I usually rip it off, but I'm not going to do it this time, not on this one. I don't know why, I just don't feel like ripping the shrink off of this one yet. It's another 101 strings I don't have. I feel like ripping this one off. I'm going to rip that one off. What are they doing here? Do you know the MacArthur Park? Oh no. What does that mean? That means, I figure that means that I'm not going to live over the age of whatever, especially so I don't have to worry about it. And I shouldn't worry about it with the Ebowla thing going on. Now, it's the In Crowd. One more time. That's really a weird cover. Weird cover. I really can't figure out what the hell's going on. Because I know this is a dude playing a little child's piano down there. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. But just back then, what was the deal here? What were they doing? What were they trying to get across here? That I don't. There must be a reason for it, and I don't get it. I got to talk about the Ebowla thing because you all know, you've all watched the TV and everything, and the guy director from the CDC is like, oh, nothing to worry about. Everything's under control. Ebowla's not that bad. You're going to say that. They're going to say that until the Ebowla red jelly goo, like in the Blob movie, seeps under the door of their office and starts to climb up the furniture after them. Then they're going to be like, well, maybe we do have a problem. That's what they're going to do. Okay, it's Dance Party Discotheque on RCA Candom, 1965. It's a Happy Strings of Zacharias. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a happy cover, but as I remember, because I have this one, this is German. I've got the import with same cover, but anyway, I don't think this is. Boots are made for walking. You think they'd be good, but I don't remember it being good. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I think I bought it. The Living Guitars, Ring Dang Do, whatever the hell that is. That's what they're going to say. They're not going to say anything. But all you have to do is watch TV. Okay, the guy with the Ebowla gets out of the sealed van wearing the white suit with the guy with the oxygen tank and the respirator. Oh, we don't have a problem with this. There's no problem. Everything's under control. They take the guy into the building wherever they're going, and I heard one news report that said, oh, we've got 4 hospitals have a room like this in the United States. 4 rooms that can treat the Ebowla virus apparently somewhat safely in the United States. 4. Hollywood Strings, I've got that one. I think it was all right. Hollywood Strings played the hits of Simon Garfunkel. And then Mundo Ross album, I believe I have. It's available also on CD and MP3, download, whatnot. So I haven't, and I won't blog it. But I've got it, and I don't remember it was any good. I've got this one too. It's the Les and Larry Elgart with the woman like the pose of the hips just and the swimming suits back then. I just don't think that pose works there. Okay. You Make Me Feel So Young. It's Columbia Record Club exclusive. It's the Columbia Orchestra, in-house orchestra, doing songs such as Yesterday and Witchcraft. Okay, so they're doing a Beatles song on this, which could be good. Interesting. Different. I don't know. What the hell? The Limelight Strings. I have no idea. Ooh, look, it's a giant one. A giant photograph of the same photograph that's on the cover on the back of the Twiggy models. Oh, and if it does come over here, we can't stop it anyway because the incubation period is 3 weeks. And nobody knows they're sick until that, 3rd week, the end of the 3rd week, Friday, when they're getting off work and they want to have a beer and they go, they take the first sip and it's like, and they spit it all over the table on their friends. I don't like it because sometimes when you pull this off, it's sticky and you put your record on like, and the cover's stuck to the glue. I don't like that. But I think this is basically, they are real people doing, it's a compilation album of real people, but it's, this looks interesting. It's on Vanguard of all labels. It's a quadraphonic demonstration album. All right? Look at the pop art or op art cover, however you want to say it. All right? Aquarius, the Leon Grand Orchestra doing Aquarius, Bally High, Some Enchanted Evening. But quadraphonic, I have to take the chance now that I'm thinking about it, holding up a quadraphonic record, that when you play a quadraphonic record on a stereo system, the sound is usually better than any stereo record that you can play on your stereo system. Why that is, I have no idea, but it's the depth usually of everything, the separation of instruments and everything is just sounds crisper and cleaner and much more of whatever. Okay, now, Love Is All, Les Reed. I think I may have this album, but I'm not sure. It's a gatefold. It's a big gatefold right there. The Groovy Girl. Okay. This could be fun. It's another budget label. It's Morty Lewis and the Galaxy Sound. I think I may have already blogged this one. I know Morty Lewis. I've already done a Morty Lewis album, and it may be this one, but I just can't remember. It just happens to be on the bottom of the sack. There you go. Okay. And they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? Well, I suddenly don't feel very good. Well, where have you been? I was in Africa 3 weeks ago, but I felt fine since then.